To begin with, this case should never have come to trial. The state has not produced one iota of medical evidence to the effect that the crime Tom Robinson is charged with ever took place. It has relied instead on the testimony of two witnesses whose evidence has not only been called into serious question on cross-examination, but has been flatly contradicted by the defendant. There is circumstantial evidence to indicate that Mayela Yule was savagely beaten by someone who hit almost exclusively with his left hand, and Tom Robinson, who now sits before you with the only good hand he possesses, his right hand. I have nothing but pity in my heart for the chief witness for the state. She is the victim of cruel poverty and ignorance. But my pity does not extend so far as to her putting a man's life at stake, which she has done in an effort to get rid of her own guilt. I say guilt, gentlemen, because it was guilt that motivated her. She has committed no crime. She has merely broken a rigid and time-honored code of our society, a code so severe that whoever breaks it is hounded from our midst as unfit to live with. She must destroy the evidence of her offense. What was the evidence of her offense? Tom Robinson, a human being. She must put Tom Robinson away from her. Tom Robinson was her daily reminder of what she did. What did she do? She tempted a Negro. She was white, and she tempted a Negro. She did something that in our society is unspeakable. She kissed a black man, not an old uncle, but a strong, young black man. No code mattered to her before she broke it, but it came crashing down on her afterwards. But witnesses for the state, with the exception of the sheriff of Mayomkung County, have presented themselves to you gentlemen, to this court, in a cynical confidence that their testimony would not be doubted, confident that you gentlemen would go along with them on the assumption, the evil assumption, that all Negroes lie, that all Negroes are basically immoral beings, that all Negro men are not to be trusted around our women, an assumption one associates with minds of their caliber, which, gentlemen, we know is in itself a lie. I do not have to point that out to you. And so a quiet, respectable, humble black man who had the unmitigated temerity to feel sorry for a white woman has had to put up his word against two white peoples. In this country, our courts are the great levelers. But in our courts, all men are created equal. I'm no idealist to believe firmly in the integrity of our courts and the jury system. That is no ideal to me. It is a living, working reality. I am confident that you gentlemen will review without passion the evidence you have heard and come to a decision and restore this defendant to his family. In the name of God, do your duty. In the name of God, believe Tom Robinson.